I think speaking as a person of color, society has definitely gotten better.
It gotten better?
Yes,
Like, are
I
you
would say
joking? Look at the
society has
females. Every female became dude, even 8 years ago when I started.
I wouldn't say every. Let's chill now, man.
Okay,
Let's
but like
chill.
it's true. Every female in this generation, they're literally using men in some way, and every female, as soon as they turn 18, they turn into something. Showing pictures, and it's just like, how is that good? We all are like
less than 2%.
That's where I don't agree with you.
It's because women like need men, and it's just like the way society is going, we all are so against each other, and like women are lost. And then here we are like talking about like if a woman should rule anymore. Like we're literally like full of weak people in this society. No one wants to see reality. We're sitting here arguing if a fat, ugly person is better looking than a skinny, good-looking person. Are we fucking for real? When you put women in power, that means you're putting someone that is naturally not powerful, and that means that opened the delusion to society. And now we're full of society thinking, oh, I have a cock, but I'm a female. Oh, I have a vagina, but I'm a male. And it's delusion. Right. The world is delusion because of women. Because when you put as someone that is not in power, which is a female, it's never been in power. It's never going to be in power. You're not stronger than a man. I go to the gym every fucking day. I'm not as strong as a 14-year-old man. Why? Because men are more stronger. And now we're in a fucking world full of delusion. We're here arguing if fucking a fatty is better looking than a skinny person. Get a fucking hold of yourself. Like, it's because of females. We did it. And if you keep doing it, everyone's just going to be weaker, fatter. And that's why, you know why we're like this? It's division. We're like this because someone in a fucking higher power, they see that the division between women and men is making us weaker. And the weaker we are, the more we're going to work, the more we're going to slave each other, ourselves. Now we're here, OnlyFans girls, slaved by golden chains, and we think we're in power. We're not.
That's not just gender, that's everything. Of course, the capitalist people who are up at the top, the billionaires of the world, are going to try and pit everybody against each other of any kind of difference. The poor and the rich, the black and the white, the women and the men. Yeah, they're going to try and it's divide and conquer.
And we're letting that division happen, and we're sitting here saying, I would rather have a man than have a bear attack him. A bear would destroy you in a fucking second.
I hope it does, then I wouldn't have to listen to this shit anymore. Holy shit.
Every single day, you're not gonna die. If you're next to 10 men and 10 fucking bears, just know you're gonna die. Like, it's delusion. We let women think they're in power. We made us think that like everything is a delusion because we started from thinking women have power the same as men, and now everything's a fucking delusion. Everything is a delusion. I just sat here listening to some of you guys basically been delusional for 7 hours. It felt like fucking 24 hours. This shit sucks, and we know it sucks. We know it fucking sucks. None of you would not, if you had a loving dad that would take care of you. You would not
have a loving dad.
If
my dad was very loving.
If he was loving it enough, and if I had a loving dad,
too much right now.
I think it's true. I think it's true. And
I have a loving dad who's still alive and who is still very loving, and he would agree with me being in powder. What the fuck? He's Sicilian. He's as primal as they come.
I don't even think we have like men anymore. I think men are ruined. There's like fucking like 3 of them.
I think that you're just.
You need to hit a Trump rally. Truly, you'll be amazed.
I know there is some men, but it's weird.
Genuinely, I can tell that you're just hurting because you're trying to recognize
I see
you're
what's
hurting.
happening. I see the truth. I see the division.
I don't know why you had to attack.
This is her own internal issues.
Definitely did not need to bring her up.
I used to be just like them. Then I realized, oh, I see now what the fuck's going on. They're doing this to us to think that we're in power. They're doing this to us to think we're in control, and delusion is okay. Everyone's delusional.
Wait, you said you have something to say to her?
You know what you need to do? Honestly, God, you need to get your buns down to Mar-a-Lago.
And you can turn out like this. And you can become this when you're older.
Turn out like what?
Let's not.
What makes you so
like you,
fabulous?
We all have different beliefs.
I think that every single woman that's here will rather have a loving man that will take care of them, protect them, have kids, and do that.
Exactly.
But then we believe that that's not what we want.
I want to love women.
I'm literally a fucking atheist. I didn't want to have kids. I have birth control, and I took 2 years off to like just focus on what the fuck's going on the world.
She doesn't speak for all of us.
I studied philosophy, I studied quantum physics, I studied everything, and then I realized...
Studied with what? You didn't finish college. What do you mean you studied quantum physics?
I studied it by myself. It's
you YouTubed quantum physics?
It doesn't matter.
Personal insults.
I want to point out
on the personal
one sec. I want to point out one thing here. You said women are more cooperative.
In general,
yeah, we're not. We all hate each other.
Except for the one on steroids.
I work in a strip club, and every female, most of the time, they just hate each other. That's what it is.
It hasn't been this heated all night. You've been talking with me. You got a female.
Yeah,
here.
that's what happens when you put women in power.
You wanted to say something to her earlier, though?
She said she doesn't like people who agree with her, so I'm trying my best over here, Brian.
What did you want to say?
I don't want these people to agree with me.
We're past
Something
the
like
time.
the original one or what? The after one. So yeah, the original thing I was gonna say is like I don't believe that every girl like once they turn 18 become prostitutes. Or,
it's
like
very common and it's going that way because women don't
really, they
don't have that natural instincts to survive, and that's why we always go back to men. We beg them for money.
That's your opinion. You're not letting me speak, so you can have your opinion. I'm done. All I'm gonna say is I think we should all.
When the man
I think we should all.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Stop
I don't think
with the personal insults towards other people in this panel. You know, we did say that we're gonna be going against views and opinions, but let's not personally attack each other now.
Women are so cooperative.
I know we are.
Let's not personally attack each other now.
The most heated moment of the whole show.
I think natural
it's
instincts.
women on women violence. Okay?
I think nature is something that the rules of nature will always follow us, and the more we go against it, the more we go against nature rules. This is the shit we're gonna get. Delusional fucking humans going against their nature, thinking that they can just turn who they are,
Man's
what
man,
they are,
woman's a
something
woman,
that's not pretty
all
is
the other
pretty.
ones are psychos
That's
and
what
should be in
happens when
the
you
funny
don't follow
farm.
the nature rules. This is the definition of not following nature rules.
Do you think that if I asked really nicely, the hospital would lobotomize me? Do you think that they would do that?
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
Is it bedtime?
I don't know.
It's past bedtime.
I just feel like that's
it's like
true.
Why did you wait until like 7 hours into the stream? By the way,
because I don't know. I was
bit.
waiting for you guys to get to a point. I was waiting for a point, and there's no point. You keep going back and forth with a woman without telling her what's the truth. Why can't you just tell her?
I'm trying to tell her the truth.
You're supposed to educate this woman instead of just hearing him out. What the fuck? Who's that helping? Who's that helping? Who did that help? I was literally going to ask you in the end, what is this getting you listening to a woman just tell you you're wrong for 3 hours? That's not primal of you. That wasn't manly of you. That was not manly of you. I thought you would be more primal. I only watched a couple episodes. I thought you guys were red pill. This whole conversation was not red pill. This was you being very understanding to the wrong side. I don't think you should have been understanding. I think this was not manly of you. I thought you were more manly. I watched one episode of one or two episodes of you guys, and
I'm catching some strays over here.
You're getting strays. No, because I studied this shit. The thing is, like, the more you go against nature rules, it's worse.
Hey,
and the division is because
pushed
of that.
back. I was like to her. She wants to trans
wanted
the
to
kids.
hear this chick.
I don't want to trans. I don't want to trans the kids. I don't want to trans the kids.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I said at one
You
point.
want to trans the kids.
I don't want to trans the kids.
She wants to trans the kids.
Brian, I don't want to trans the kids.
And I pushed back.
I don't want to trans the kids.
Oh, you want to let the women
I was
compete
waiting for
against
you
men
guys
in
to get
sports?
to a point. I waited 7 hours for you to at least spit something to the
spit.
delusion.
Exactly.
You didn't. You just hear them out.
I don't do that.
This
We're only here to talk Trump.
podcast should be educating people to go towards their natural instincts, not to listen to them. What the fuck is the point? We already know the liberals are fucking mentally ill. We already know that.
Look, I gotta let them speak. I can't just call them stupid. You can't just call people stupid.
You need a wrong button.
You gotta let them talk, and then
Yeah, but at least you have to voice your opinion instead of be like, oh.
I voiced.
No, you just.
Hey, I voiced.
You just laughed. You just laughed.
He has been voicing opinions the entire time.
Hold on.
You're supposed to.
Bro, I got called.
You're supposed to go against women.
Oh, she's got smoke.
Yeah,
from me
see,
now.
exactly. You're allowing me because that's what they did for fucking 7 hours too. They went over what you're saying. This is the problem with men.
What the fuck?
You guys let us
What the fuck?
speak too much. You guys speak too much.
She wants, this is what she wants. She wants
I want to go back fucking 100 years and start over. Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
also want, you want this?
No, because men because
And-
men
wait.
keep listening. Yeah.
And then hold on.
We wouldn't be
here.
here if men didn't keep acting like a fucking nice person. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have all these fucking weak people.
What you think?
Yeah. That's what. This is your show. You're supposed to educate these people instead of hearing.
What do you want me to do?
Out.
Bench press you? What do you want me to do?
No, educate women. When you're going against your beliefs, tell them why it's wrong. Not just listen to them. Tell them it's wrong.
Yeah.
That's what your podcast is supposed to be, to
This is a
educate
walking
people for the better.
Respectfully, this is a
Maybe you should
walking
also shouldn't be
paradox.
telling
You can't
a-
say that
a
you don't want to
person
be.
how
I thought that's what the point of the podcast was. I watched a couple of the podcasts. It was basically like you want your friend. I think maybe that was his name, Andrew, whatever. He was telling this woman like the truth, and I thought this was the. I didn't know I'm gonna be here fucking listening to liberals.
I gotta
saying
be honest.
what I don't want to hear.
Marketing genius, dude. She's gonna clean up on OnlyFans tonight.
I will stop OnlyFans if you guys get me a way to make 1/3 of what I make in my fucking job. I will stop OnlyFans and fucking stripping.
Wait, hold on.
Tomorrow.
I won't.
I have $12,000 in bills. That's why I do it. And I just don't think there's even men to take care of me. I try to go for men, and the men are so weak. They're listening to me. Men are listening. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. How is that? I'd rather be a fucking lesbian. I'd rather be a fucking lesbian than this shit. What, you're gonna listen to a woman tell you they'd rather pick a bear? Like, are you joking?
I pushed back on that. What are you talking
We
about?
did a whole hour where he
Joking.
argued.
I called them sexists and
They
bigots.
are sexist, and then
Yeah, but that's the
and then you
pushback.
can't, and we can't even say if a fucking
Do
black
you want him
man
to
is
spit
more-
on me? Like, what are you hoping would
I don't
happen?
spit on you. I
You want
just
me to, like,
listen to
throw
nonsense for
water in
7
their face,
hours.
or
No,
what the
I
fuck?
just think at least like voice your opinion with like a
gusto?
manly
Drop your
way.
voice an octave.
I think men.
Hello.
I think
Gusto.
men pushing it back and listening is the reason where we are, and none of us are.
What am I supposed to
I don't
call
think
them?
anyone's
Should I-
happy. I don't think
should I-
anyone's
should I
happy.
throw out
and
some
then
names?
she
You
brought,
need an
she brought,
eject button.
She brought men loneliness, and this is what it is because their whole existence of men is to be like loved and to like.
Did she get an energy drink back there? Or
No, I
something?
didn't. It just made me very angry to
second
listen to
wind or
this
something?
shit. I literally, it was just too angry. I don't know. It just took me a while
And she knows it.
to take up boxing. Yeah, I honestly, I don't think I'm a victim of feminism, but I think I'm a product of feminism. And I feel like if I had the right male,
Here, okay.
telling me what to
Okay.
do as since birth.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
You're currently a stripper, and you're currently
Yeah,
an
because
OnlyFans.
men are all
Hold
gay.
on.